Oh, well I guess that was to be expected. We can't always have too much of a good thing. Sometimes you just gotta make something to pay the bills. The billion-dollar-plus bills. Trolls lives on. It was awful the first time, doofy the second time, and now we're here a third time because this franchise just speedruns money. Did you not see how much money Trolls 2 made over direct-to-streaming? That being said, is it pushing the boundaries of the Trolls universe and stepping into territory of genuine good cinema with creative ideas, original storytelling, and a compelling execution? Trolls was never really for that in the first place. What we've come to see has become of the Trolls universe now is the next step in the relationship between Branch and Poppy. Marriage.
Yeah. Oh, because it would be weird if we got married.
Wow. Standard, typical. Oof. Were they even a pair beforehand? I barely remember it. But what's more, there's a new character to add into the mix in Branch's, I kid you not, just long lost brother. Oh, sorry, bit slower.
Branch's long lost brother.
Just another cliche, typical plot trope. You know how it starts, you can imagine where it goes. Oh my god, love triangle. You know how it ends. Add on a new genre of music and you've ticked off all the boxes for a simple Trolls edition that's sure to be added on repeat by all kids everywhere because you're riding on the successes of already established songs to fill out your jukebox musical. Just this time, it's boy bands. Now, not relegated to an entire species of troll, but just a family on the side. One that's never been addressed before this point, and of course was pulled out of absolutely nowhere.
Come on, Daddy. I'm the cutest little flower man.
With a splash of the basicest conflicts of all time seeped in there. But you know what I find particularly perplexing? Trolls 1 had the whole element of troll eaters in the Bergen. Look at all that world building. Just for Trolls 2 to completely disintegrate this entire corner of the universe and go with their own categories of trolls idea. And now that we've looped round to the third, we've done an Uno reversal on it all.
We're gonna have the best family reunion ever.
But not Giraffe Kid's family, or whatever the pooping cake guy's name is. Now the Bergens are back. It's a sequel to the first movie. And all the other types of trolls, you know, the ones that they learn to collaborate together with to bring back the heart and spirit of music or something. Poof! They're gone now. A troll sequel could never handle more than 2 concepts at a time. Are you mad?
Wow. Too much hustle is a thing.
The Pop Troll's existence is to only have segregated Pop Trolls again, and no one else would even dare to touch the Bergens again. Or something. And if I am wrong and the Centaur Country Trolls make some sort of appearance again or something, why not show it here? Why would the trailer try to hide them so much when surely they too would be pretty popular based on the popularity of the entire second film?
And you make the cutest little flower boy.
The Trolls movie doesn't need to do much, and demonstrably, it's not doing much, if the plot is to be believed. But why is it not even staying consistent within its own canon? Who needs it when you have bland, shallow gags to follow through on with nary a thought?
That's your party. Cloud Guy don't feel so good.
That being said, the visuals are great, and DreamWorks aren't exactly bad at what they do. This past year has especially shown that to be true. And perhaps that's bleeding out onto the Trolls universe as well. Sure, it makes my eyes roll that it's hidden under a do the hustle button.
Oh, you mean the button that's taking every fiber of my being not to press?
But if this scene is to be believed, then there is some serious 2D animation prowess going on frame by frame here. Assuming it's not computer-generated 2D animation. As well as some extra 3D flares, what with Branch's arm rainbow trailing after the fact. It's not much, but helps to suggest this movie is improving with little flourishes here and there as the tales continue droning on in all its standard ways. And on the topic of visuals, I've always praised the Paper Mario vibes I get from this franchise, with how the whole world seems stitched together by seams, cotton, and glitter. It's a nice, specific branding, and you know, kinda nice that DreamWorks hasn't sold their soul to the bad guys aesthetic entirely that Puss in Boots ended up aligning a lot with, by keeping Trolls to their more classic, pseudo-generic design. But of course, that does only add more to the vibe that this is just a popcorn movie. It looks kinda samey, cause the movies have always been kinda samey.
Drama. Corn me, Dinkles.
Huh, but no James Corden shoved in your face this trailer. Oh, I think he might have dipped. This third movie is looking better already. And in its typically samey ways, we're gonna look into family and be all about boy bands this time.
Branch, we're out of sync, and now there's only one direction for us to go. The back streets.
You know all the songs that are going to be included in this playlist. You know the central theme of marriage is going to pop up at the start and end of the movie. And you know, despite the genuine strives of pushing the limitations of the animation industry going on in several other corners of the industry, this movie will likely top all of them. Trolls is a cash cow of standard kids entertainment, and it's gonna keep cowbelling on. That's not how identity works. This ain't a time travel plot. I'm not surprised, I'm not disappointed, I'm whelmed. If anything, it's nice to see that DreamWorks can do both. It's not an all or nothing that will remove the future of Puss in Boots or the bad guys. They're just doing it all. Sometimes for artistic integrity, and sometimes to make $1 billion on the side.
It's time we find the rest of our brothers and get the band back together.
I can't say I fault them, but boy do I look forward to finishing the terrible trilogy of this franchise. Until they make a quadrilogy, and then a quint, and then sept. It's just more of the same, but also possibly with half of the franchise's legacy thrown in the bin. Just like last time there was a sequel.
My brothers walked out on me and never came back.
Justin Timberlake has said he's willing to make many, many more Trolls movies, and that's good news for everyone. It's low stakes. No need to get into a fuss over it all. I still will though, because that's a strange hobby of mine. One day Trolls movies will outnumber the amount of boy bands there even are, and there's naught any of us can do to stop it. Oh, brother.
Correction. Used to be my brother.
Yes, because that's how relatives work too. Just like how...
Because singing killed my grandma, okay?
Hopefully, piece by piece, they'll keep adding these little spices to keep it a hint off the ground of mediocrity.
Huh. Look at that.
But we can only find out by spending our money and fueling the fire of the franchise's frivolous fortune ourselves. And we will. For now, my name's been Dazz, you didn't really care, and I'll see you in a bit. Oh boy.
Again, bros on Where'd They Bro? I don't know. We're gonna find them!